Hi, good to see you again. It's Graham Martin. I'm the recruitment guy. More and more people have been coming to me about the CVs and making sure the CV really works. But increasingly, what I've realised is I don't think I've covered properly enough the covering letter that goes with the CV. Now, why would you have a covering letter? It's essential that you do because it adds to the CV. It's not to replace it. It's just to add a little bit more flavour, a little bit more colour to it. So what I suggest you do is think about your opening statement and build upon that. So firstly, please do your research. Make sure you know exactly who you're writing to, and don't just put, head of human resources or the finance director. Get that person's name. Always use white paper for the CV and the covering letter. No silly fonts, no borders, no photographs, just plain good old-fashioned font. So what you're going to put there is something about why you are writing to them. So you might say, Dear Mr. Martin, my name's John Smith. I'm writing to you because I'd like to apply for a position, either as an intern or a full-time position with your organisation as a fill in the dots, whatever the role happens to be. It could be accountant, it could be warehouse manager, it could be intern, trainee, it could be doctor. But you've got to make sure that that very first sentence hits them straight between the eyes. Why are you writing to them? You then need to make it a little bit more specific. You need to expand upon why you're writing to them. So you'd refer to what their organisation has done. So for example, I noticed recently that you've been awarded the XYZ award for exports. I know that you've personally just been awarded an MBA. I know your company's just acquired another business. And I'm interested in working for you because, and this is the thing, you've got to explain why you think you should be noticed by the person you're writing to. So expand upon your achievements. Expand upon the good stuff from your CV in a bit more detail. And then you need to explain what you're actually able to do for them. Remember, so many people want to work for organisations in a certain position because the company's won a new contract or they've expanded or acquired or downsized, but they don't actually make it obvious as to why that person that's reading the CV, that's reading the covering letter, would actually get you or them in to see them. So make it so obvious. The reason why I want to work with you is because my experience is this, that and the other, and I can increase your sales by 20%, because I can reduce your debtors by Y, because I can improve the efficiency of your logistics division, because I can improve efficiencies in research and development, because I understand certain technology that you've just acquired and I'm the leading expert in my field. And then make it very easy for them to contact you and say, I'd love to have the opportunity to come and meet with you to talk about it on a personal face-to-face basis. These are my contact details, your telephone number, your email address, and any other contact details you want to pass on. Now make sure that the covering letter is actually stapled to the CV. Now I'm saying stapled because I'm talking about sending these actually in the post. Now if you're applying for something online, it's invariably going to be about online applications. We know that. And in fact, there's no shame whatsoever in putting a CV to go with a covering letter, of course, because then you're going to get two bites of the cherry, they're going to read it twice. But if you're doing what I would suggest is you start writing letters, coloured envelope, handwritten, proper stamp, maybe send it recorded delivery or Federal Express. If you want to get noticed, send it FedEx, it makes a big difference, or DHL or CityLink. But please make sure that that envelope really stands out, and that when that person's assistant or the post guy puts it on the desk, they think, wow, bright orange envelope, got to read this. So the CV and the letter are attached. Make sure though that if they are, should we say, disjointed from each other, they're separated, they stand out on their own. Now back to the contact details. If you're putting your mobile number, please make sure you haven't got a silly signature tune behind it. That drives people like me, HR, recruiters, owner managers, absolutely nuts. Just, hi, it's Graham, I can't talk to you right now, please leave a message, I'll get straight back to you. If you've got an email address, make sure it's a decent email address, not sexysue@gmail.com. No, it's sue23@gmail.com. You get the idea. And if you're going to put your landline number, please let everybody in the house know that you might be receiving a call from a professional person, possibly an employer. What you don't want is your little brother picking up the phone and go, ha 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 ha, can I help you? It's not professional, or even worse, particularly if you share a house with some people in their late teens, early 20s. So look, I hope I've given you the basics of why you need to write a really good CV covering letter. The importance is research, do your due diligence, and make it stand out so the person, if they look at that letter and they read it, even without the CV, they're picking up the phone or they're emailing you straight away. If you've got any queries, come back to me. It's help@therecruitmentguy.com. In the meantime, good luck with that. It's a busy time of year. It's September, October's around the corner. Lots of people are applying for lots of jobs. The economy's picking up. So please make sure that if you're going to send an application, you check spelling, make sure it's relevant, and write some really good covering letters. Bye for now.